Hello, and welcome to this brief overview of the University at Buffalo BS/MS Occupational Therapy Program. My name is Jan Tona, and I am the Occupational Therapy Program Director. A few of the slides we have a little QR code up in the corner. You can scan those and take a look at some additional information after this presentation is over. I want to start by just telling you very briefly what occupational therapy is. Occupational therapists help people of all ages to engage in activities that are very important to them, and these are activities that occupy their daily lives. We work with people of all ages despite any physical, cognitive, mental health, or other type of challenges that prevent them from doing these things that are really meaningful and relevant to the person. This AOTA video is about 15 minutes long. It's a really nice introduction to many of the different areas in which you might find an occupational therapist working. Occupational therapy is a really great field for job growth. We're expected to have a 14% growth in jobs between now and 2031, which is much faster than average. So it's a really good career and a stable career in that way. Now, the national requirements to become an occupational therapist are that you have either a master's degree or an occupational therapy doctoral degree. Both of those degrees allow you to sit for the National Board for Certification of Occupational Therapists exam. That is our national exam to become credentialed as an occupational therapist registered or an OTR. Once you are an OTR, you can apply for licensure in any state. Now, both MS and OTD entry-level practitioners have the designation of OTR and are able to practice for the rest of their careers. Folks who enter with an MS degree will never have to go back and complete a higher degree, even if the entry level changes to OTD, for example. The University at Buffalo has a 5-year accelerated BS/MS program. It's beneficial in that it allows students to enter the field in 5 years from high school, and for many people that's a very beneficial thing. It is a master's level entry, and many of our students find that beneficial as well because they're able to enter the field in 5 years and start earning money. And at that point, they can make a decision about whether they want to have additional education or not. Folks who do decide to go on for additional training may decide at that point to get a research-based PhD or may want to specialize in a particular area. They also may decide they want a clinically based occupational therapy doctorate or OTD. At the University of Buffalo, we're committed to providing ongoing education for our graduates and for graduates across the New York State and across the country. So we do offer a PhD in rehabilitation science, and we are in the process of developing an online post-professional OTD, which would allow graduates of our program or other programs to complete an OTD in 4 semesters part-time, which they could complete while they're working. So we see this as a very good alternative to the entry-level OTD. So this QR code takes you to our website. I invite you to log in and look around and really compare our program to other programs. I think you'll see some differences, and I'm going to point a few of them out now. First off, we are the only accelerated 5-year BS/MS in the SUNY system. The other SUNY programs are entry-level, post-baccalaureate entry-level programs. So you have to get a 4-year degree first and then, for example, go to Downstate or Stony Brook. Because we're 5-year entry-level, you complete all 5 years with New York State SUNY tuition. If you're an in-state resident, if you live in New York State, that's about $65,000 total for all 5 years. And most of our students graduate and earn about that much or more right after graduation. So we consider ourselves to be an incredible value for that reason. But we're not just inexpensive. we're also a really, really good program. The U.S. News and World Report ranks us #1 for all of the SUNY schools. So we're the #1 entry-level OT program for SUNY. We are the #3 entry-level OT program for New York State. NYU and Columbia rank higher than us, and then the University of Buffalo is the 3rd highest ranking entry-level program. That's among OTD and MS programs combined. We are also number 29 out of 198 programs nationally. We have a very stable program with a proven track record. We've been around for 68 years. We're not going anywhere. So, you know that if you come to the University of Buffalo, we've been doing this for a while. We have a good idea of how to get students through the program. And that's not to say that we're stale by any means, because we are constantly updating our program. We're continuously getting feedback from students and, just continuously maintaining and improving our quality. All of our students do 2 12-week fieldwork placements, which is true of all OT programs. Our students, as most OT programs, do those placements around the country. There's a variety of places that they go for these 12-week placements. We really encourage students to think outside of the box and spread their wings. Most students do their placements outside of the Buffalo area, and most students need to do that. We can't have everybody doing their placements in Buffalo. So this is an opportunity for students to learn from people outside of the Western New York region, and students learn a lot because different regions of the country do things in different ways, and this is really an opportunity for our students to network and to learn great new cutting-edge interventions. Something else that makes us a really smart start is that we really have an excellent curriculum. We were given a full 10-year accreditation by the Accreditation Council for Occupational Therapy Education back in 2017. So we're fully accredited till 2027. And last year we had to write an interim report, which is sort of a mini accreditation. We had full approval on our interim report with no suggestions. So our curriculum is current and fully accredited. Our students do take some courses that may not be offered in other programs, like gross anatomy, orthotics. So gross anatomy is where you actually dissect cadavers. So they actually learn about people from people who have donated their bodies to prepare healthcare professionals of the future. And we consider that a great honor and a great privilege to be able to have that level of education for our students. Orthotics is a course where students learn how to make hand splints. Many programs just have maybe one little lab on that. We have a full course with a lab, so that's really good. And assistive technology is really big at the University of Buffalo. Dr. Jim Lenker is very involved in the Rehabilitation Engineering Society of North America. He's actually right now president-elect, and Dr. Lenker teaches our assistive technology course and also has an advanced graduate program that students can participate in after graduation in assistive technology. It's a certificate program. All of our students complete small group research projects under the mentorship of a faculty member. Many programs just have students maybe read other people's research, but our students actually create their own research. They find a problem, they write a full proposal. It goes through human subjects review for approval. They actually collect the data, they analyze the data, they write it up, they develop posters, and many of our students go on to present at the New York State OT Conference or the National OT Conference, and several of them go on to have publications after graduation. To enter our accelerated BSMS program, you can enter this as a freshman or a transfer student. You would come in as a public health pre-major in the pre-OT track. Students have to complete 12 prerequisite courses, and that's all listed on our website. And students would apply to the BSMS Professional OT program in January of their sophomore year for a summer start. And over 95% of folks who've applied to the professional program over the past 3 years have been admitted. We have very highly qualified and diverse faculty. I think if you go on our website and you compare our faculty to other schools, you will see that our faculty all have doctorates. Many programs don't. Many of our faculty have research-based doctorates and are very actively involved in research. Our faculty are really leaders in the field. We have faculty with backgrounds in pediatrics and school-based practice, mental health, assistive technology, adult physical disabilities, cognitive interventions, traumatic brain injury, and community-based practice. So we have a wide range of backgrounds and interests that really, really make our program a very well-rounded program. And I just want to invite you all to follow us on Facebook if you want to hear about the great things that we do. And I want to invite you to contact the Office of Academic and Student Affairs, or OASA, if you want to learn more about UBOT, how to apply, credits that may transfer in, AP courses, anything like that. So we hope to hear from you. Wishing you all the best. Please let me know if there's anything that you need from me. Again, my name is Jan Tona. I am the Occupational Therapy Program Director. My email is tona@buffalo.edu, and my phone number is 716-829-6741. Bye-bye.